Cycle 2, Week 24, Geography. We're in Southern Africa, and the nation, that orange nation on the bottom, looks like a shoe or something with a shoelace. That's a river. That is South Africa. In the middle of South Africa, we have that green circle. That's actually Lesotho. Lesotho, it's a little nation inside South Africa. In the middle, above South Africa, is Botswana. Botswana. To the right, we have the letter Y, and that letter Y is the country of Mozambique. Why do we have Mozambique? I don't know. We just do. And all the way to the left, the green, that's Namibia. For math, we're going to do the identity law for addition and multiplication. So for the identity law, we're going to act like we're looking into a mirror. So what is the identity law?
The identity law for addition states A plus 0 equals A. The identity law for multiplication states A times 1 equals A.
This week's Latin again, we're going to do first conjugation, future perfect tense. And on a future perfect birthday, I will shoot my arrow. Arrow, eris, erit, aramus, eritis, erant. First conjugation, future perfect tense. For English, we're going to do an interjection. So an interjection will make an I. An interjection is a word, make a W, or a phrase, a P, used as a strong expression. We're going to express a feeling, give some feeling and emotion. He's going to cry like a baby. Wah, wah. All right, let's do it. Ready? An interjection is a word or a phrase used as strong expression of feeling or emotion. This week's timeline, we're going to do the U.S. presidents. Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, and Monroe. Adams, Jackson, Van Buren, Harrison, Tyler, Doink, and Taylor. Fillmore, Pierce, Buchanan, and Lincoln. Johnson, Grant, and Hayes.
Garfield,
Arthur, Cleveland, Harrison, Cleveland, McKinley, Roosevelt, Taft, Wilson, Harding, Coolidge, Roosevelt, Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy, Johnson, Nixon, Ford, Carter, Reagan, Bush, and Clinton, Bush, Obama, Trump. It's for him we pray. History is tell me about the end of apartheid. So we'll start with demonstrating, the sign for demonstrating. Apartheid, we're going to pull apart and then sign for ending. And then in 1994, South African President de Klerk, will end with a D, and the sign for president end with a D, allowed the sign for freedom, elections. We're putting in our vote. Nelson Mandela, we're going to brush our forehead. Nelson Mandela became South Africa's first black, and it's again the sign for president. Demonstrating apartheid was ending. Demonstrating apartheid was ending. In 1994, South African President de Klerk allowed free elections. Nelson Mandela became South Africa's first black president. Demonstrating apartheid was ending. For science, we want to know what units are used to measure electricity. And we're going to use a VOW, the acronym AVOW, A-V-O-W. So a VOW can tell me what units are used to measure electricity. So we're going to make A for amps. Amps measure current. See our current. V for volts, measure voltage. Ohms, we'll make an O, measures resistance. And watts. Watts measure power. Show off those guns. So again, we'll do it again. What units are used to measure electricity?
A vowel can tell me what units are used to measure electricity. Amps measure current, volts measure voltage, ohms measure resistance, and watts measure power.
Yes, and we even have a song by the group Queen that's called Find Me Somebody to Love. And it goes like this. A vowel can tell me what units are used to measure electricity. Amps measure current, volts measure voltage, ohms measure resistance, watts measure power, amps measure current, volts measure voltage, ohms measure resistance, watts measures power.
How do you know if a joke is a bad dad joke?
I don't know. How do you know if a joke is a bad dad joke?
When it becomes apparent.
Wait a minute.
2 for 1 special.
Okay.
How do you know which ocean is the most peculiar?
I don't know. What ocean is the most peculiar?
The Pacific.